I want to dedicate this video to talking about the truths of selling in a slow market. Hey guys, we are talking about selling homes in a slow market and the truth about selling a home in a slow market. And I want to talk about the 5 things you should consider when trying to sell your home in a slow market. Number 1 is, of course, price. It's really crucial that you have a really strong pricing strategy. Many people think, oh, well, it's a slow market, but I still think my property is worth this, when the realtor is telling you it's worth this. So you want to price high. I don't think it's a good idea unless you're just playing the market or testing the market, or you just want to waste a bunch of your time and your realtor's time. So when it comes to pricing, it's really important to price it well. And there's a bunch of strategies that we can go into, but let's talk about the other factors, because pricing in itself is a different topic altogether, and we can go on and on about how to price a home in a slow market. So let's talk about the other 4 things. But regarding price, I'll just say you gotta price it really well and keep tweaking the price until you're getting the action you need for your home. Let's talk about the number 2 thing you should consider when selling your home in a slow market is marketing. When I'm talking about marketing, I'm talking about online marketing, social media, professional photography, professional videography. I'm talking about floor plans, talking about creating a website for that property. I'm talking about standing out and trying to grab buyers' attention. In a slow market, there's a lot of inventory. There's a lot of houses for buyers to see, and your home can easily get lost in all the noise. So to cut through the noise, it's imperative that your marketing is very strong to grab the buyer's attention. The job of the marketing is not to sell the home. The job of the marketing is to grab the buyer's attention and bring them to a private showing of the home. And that brings me to the 3rd thing you need to consider: presentation. Once you have strong marketing and you've grabbed the buyer's attention and they pick up the phone and they call the listing agent and they say, I want to see this home. The listing agent, sure, what time? Okay, great, I'll see you then. When the buyer goes to the home, presentation is key. How you present the home is fundamentally crucial. It's your realtor's job to perform, to bring out the positives in the home, to showcase to the buyer why this home differentiates itself from the rest, why it is the right home for them. Yes, it is the realtor's job to perform, to present, to provide a show, to provide even entertainment if necessary. Don't just point at the features and say, look, there's a bathroom. Look, there's the kitchen. Look, there's a gas fireplace and a balcony. That is not how you're supposed to perform. You're supposed to paint a picture for the buyers coming in. Imagine a car salesman and they're trying to introduce a new car to you. They don't just say, there is the car door, there is the power windows, there is the engine, and there is the steering wheel. That is a boring presentation. The listing agent's job is to really sell the home. And when I say sell the home, I'm not talking about some sleazy used car salesman way and like you wink at the client and you're like, yeah, this is the right home for you, and like, you know, look all greasy and all that. No, that's not what I'm saying. The realtor should be trying to paint a picture for the buyer, help the buyer visualize themselves living there, emphasize the benefits of an open concept kitchen. Not just say that's an open concept kitchen, but say why that's beneficial. Imagine yourself entertaining here with all that space. And this countertop space, it's great for entertaining. Imagine having your wine and cheese dishes, and you have the bar stools over here, and you can be chatting with the girls, and you can be chatting with the guys, and this barbecue on the patio. Just imagine a guy's night out, and you'd be like watching the game here in this spacious living room, and you'd put the wall-mounted TV right there, and your sofa, your L-shaped sofa would be right here, and you'd be cooking burgers on the patio just right outside the living room, and it'd be so awesome, eh? And then you install your speakers, built-in wall speakers over here and over there. That's what the realtor is supposed to do. Paint a picture for the buyers. Not only that, but the realtor is supposed to pre-qualify the buyers during a slow market. Because in a slow market, there are many buyers who just go out and they do real estate window shopping. They're just going out, browsing at open houses, calling realtors, want to see them just for fun. They're not looking at buying, or they're maybe looking at buying maybe like 6 months to a year later, and they're just not ready to buy right away. So the realtor representing the seller, it's the realtor's job to pre-qualify the buyers. How serious are they? Are they motivated? What stage are they on in their buying process? Have they even been pre-approved? Maybe they're just thinking about buying. Maybe they need to sell their home before they buy a property, but they haven't even listed their home on the market. And maybe it's another 3 to 6 months before they list their property on the market, and then maybe 3 to 6 months to sell that home, and then they'll consider your home. So you have to understand where buyers are at. So the realtor's job in a slow market is really about presentation and pre-qualifying buyers that come to the home. So number 4 is about follow-up. During the presentation, not only do you present the benefits and features of the home, but you pre-qualify the buyers and you find out if the buyer is working with an agent, a buyer's agent. Then you can call the buyer's agent and say, hey, I showed it to your clients. What did your clients think? Are they ready? Are they in the market? Have they been searching for a long time? Do they have any specific questions of the property? So following up is really important. And if you find out that they're working with a realtor, then definitely talk with the realtor. But if they're not working with a realtor, then obviously you follow up with the buyer directly and say, hey, I showed you the property. What did you like about the property? What did you not like? And then you take notes and you write it down in your spreadsheet or Word document or whatever, and you present that information to the seller and provide updates to the seller. Because in a slow market, you're probably not going to get lots of action. You're not going to get a lineup of buyers at the listing. So any buyers that are interested, you want to hold on tight and see if they are motivated buyers for your seller's property. While you're following up with these buyers, you want to talk to them whether they would be potentially interested in the property if the price was right. And if they go, yeah, of course, if the price is right, give me some more room. Try to probe a little bit. Find out what price range they're looking for. Let's say you're selling a condo for $800,000 and they're looking at $600,000 range. Well, then clearly they are not a good fit for your listing. Maybe they're thinking in the $700,000 range. Well, yeah, that could be something that could be discussed. Are they willing to even give a verbal offer? Yes, I know verbal offers are not legally enforceable and they're not encouraged by regulatory real estate boards, but many buyers are not at the point where they're going to write an offer directly. Maybe the buyers are thinking, oh yeah, well, the seller is asking $800,000. Would they take $740,000? Well, of course, at that point, that's a verbal offer. But then you would use that verbal offer and say, well, I'm not sure. Why don't you put it on paper? I can help you write it on an offer and then we'll go from there. There are certain follow-up questions and follow-up dialogues that solicit and bring out the interest of the buyers. And this is crucial. You want to convert the verbal offer into a written offer so that you can present it to your seller. Often buyers will say, Well, would they take 750? I don't want to waste my time if they're not going to take 750 or 740 or whatever. I always say I can't guarantee anything, but you'll have a chance if you write an offer. But I can guarantee that you'll have no chance if you don't write an offer. Richard Branson once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The last thing I want you to consider is negotiations. And in a slow market, negotiations is crucial. It's so important to tread lightly in negotiations in a slow market. Buyers have a lot of leverage, they have a lot of options, and they are not stuck to any property. So the realtor needs to be very careful on how they tread in this area. You gotta play the cards right. You gotta massage the buyer and not scare them away, especially if you're working with a buyer's agent. Don't piss the buyer's agents off because they are the ones who will communicate to the buyers whether it's a good property or not. If you make them mad, they're gonna be like, well, you know, this property's okay, but we've seen so many. What about this one? And who do you think the buyer's gonna listen to? Likely they're gonna be listening to the buyer's agent. I encourage realtors in a slow market to be cooperative. You want to be on the buyer agent's good side. Don't negotiate like you're fighting someone. It's a dance. Successful realtors know how to dance. Bad realtors, on the other end, just try to force their ideas and values onto the other party. I think this property is overpriced, it's not good, or oh, I think my property is worth this much, you either take it or leave it. Don't threaten and don't give ultimatums. Be open-minded. Buyers and sellers change their minds during negotiations. Buying and selling a real estate property is an emotional experience, and especially in a slow market where things are a little bit unstable, sellers are a little bit worried about the market, they are often emotional during this time. The realtor's job is to educate, not force the clients to adopt your ideas and your values. Let the clients make their own decision. They are the ones buying or selling the property, not you. They have specific motivations, specific reasons why they are buying or selling, and they value it in a different way than you. Your job as the realtor is to facilitate and provide advice. At the end of the day, it's their choice whether they want to follow your advice or not. There you have it, 5 things to consider when you're selling in a slow market.